And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete. But his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Nene comes in for Gortat. And John Wall subbed in for Garrett Temple. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Brandon Rush. Ring shot on the way. No what? And it's Washington the other way.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline play.
And Leandro Barbosa gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Some changes for Golden State. Ezeli's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
Iguodala dishes to Ezeli. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic. And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
John Wall. Last season, a mixed bag for Wall statistically. Some steps forward, but overall, lower numbers.
Yeah, but, you know, he didn't score as much as he had the previous 2 seasons, but he was more efficient. And sometimes, Kevin, the better your team, the less you have to do, but he clearly is a better player.
Here's Ezeli. It's deflected, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nene. .55 seconds left in the first half. Here's Spates. Wall attacking. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
And that's as electric a finish as you're going to see.
Here's Ezeli. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Ezeli's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it. That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
No good on the free throw.
And guys, there was a time where people wondered if John Wall could be a team leader. Well, that question has been answered and then some. Unquestioned leader of the Wizards.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Livingston. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
Beal up top. 8 points for him. Thompson. The half-court bomb falls off target.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving Collins.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And so we conclude the first.
Yes, Kevin.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was a great half of basketball from John Wall. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get on.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Well, Wall had a great quarter. 15 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Markieff Morris is out there with Gortat, and it's Porter in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. And here is Curry. And the pass to Bogut. To the middle. It's stolen by Morris.
Excellent anticipation there. He was laying in the cut, we say.
Wall's shot is off.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Wizards leading by 6. Nice ball movement by Washington. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And last year, the Wizards at times played excellent team basketball. I mean, it seems like every time a shot went in, it was coming off a pass to find the open man.
Warriors trail by 7. Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
And Greg, the Wizards were top 10 league in assists you were just talking about last season. They were 3rd, Clark, in the league in their assist-to-made field goal ratio, though.
Beyond those eye-popping stats, the Wizards passed the eye test. I mean, it seemed like most of their buckets came off nice passes.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Jared Dudley's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Barnes passes to Curry. Plenty of space. Again, Golden State.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Sessions, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Garrett Temple is checked in for Washington. Thornton comes in for Bradley Beal.
Garrett Temple. Marcus Thornton.
Dudley against Barnes. And Dudley kicks to Thornton. 6 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. Here's Gortat, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Barbosa with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Curry against Thornton. And the shot is good.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Curry against Sessions. And Temple kicks to Sessions. He dishes it to Dudley. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Dudley's got 8 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
No good on that one. Nene, he's checked in for Washington. Golden State also making some changes. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Curry kicks to Green, stolen by Dudley. Poked away, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Rush comes in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Curry. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
No good on that one.
They've struggled against him in this one. Just no answer for Dudley. He has 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Porter's checked in for Washington. Wall comes in for Sessions. Here is Livingston, covered by Wall. And the Warriors miss again.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Here's Dudley. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Wizards leading by 8. Here's Wall. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Fires from 18. Livingston, no luck. Here's Washington now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Wall, that's a 2-pointer. Wall with another miss.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
29 seconds left in the third. And stolen by Spates. And it's the Warriors on the break. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Barbosa.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
So for the Wizards, Markieff Morris comes in for Jared Dudley. And Beal subbed in for Marcus Thornton. Golden State also making some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Spates. And it's Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? It's the Wizards. They're up by 6. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Warriors trail by 6. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Ezeli in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Green against Morris. Thompson from long range. Good. Thompson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Warriors. Wizards leading by 3. Here's Sessions. Misses from close range.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. From the Wizards, their shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Sessions up top, guarded by Curry. Gortat wide open. He fires. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions.
I don't think they come much easier than that look.
Sessions against Curry. Hits the front of the rim and out. And here comes the break. Here's Sessions. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Wizards, Ramon Sessions.
He misses the free throw.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
And the Wizards making a change here. Dudley's checked in.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Breaks it off the glass. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Exciting stuff.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop fighting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them 3 points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And it's Thompson again missing. Wizards have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Wall.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity. Or
oh, wow. Beautiful jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Dishes to Porter. He feeds it to Hickson. Kicks it to Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his third foul of the game. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Back to Anderson. It's stolen by Bogut.
You know, guys, the teamwork and rhythm we saw from them earlier just isn't there right now. They've lost it. And the turnovers are starting to pile up.
Wizards leading by 5. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Curry outside. Bogut kicks to Thompson. They need this. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close. They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Washington calls timeout. Washington making some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for Hickson. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Anderson. For Washington, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. It's stolen by Wall. Feeds it to Porter. Knocked away. And here we go with Green. Nobody back. Finishes the break with a slam.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
And the gap's narrowing right now, Clark. Every second from here on out counts. Neither team can afford to make mistakes. You've got to manage the clock and play smart. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. So it's Washington now. It's stolen by Green. For the finish. And that one is hammered home.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
The Wizards with another miss.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Thompson with it. He's picked up by Wall. Thompson misses.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Beal dishes to Porter. Looking to end the run. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Thompson.
Well, it's terribly frustrating for a coach when his team can't knock down their free throws. I mean, it really comes down to focus, routine, and stamina, especially in the second half. This is the story of the game, really. I mean, you can't expect to win in this league when you can't hit your free throws. I mean, that's a must. You're a pro. You got to be able to knock down your free throws.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He's got the touch they needed here as this one goes down to the wire.
Yeah, 4 of 4 this quarter, making buckets under duress.
Porter kicks the wall and stolen by Barnes. And pushing up is Golden State Warriors again in transition.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so John Wall nails both of them.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it. That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Porter kicks to Gortat, and there's the feed to Wall. Fires the 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for
towards the darkness. Nah, yo, look towards the light. Yo, what is that? It's a supernova. Nah, man, that's a black hole. Yo, it's... I'm Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. Must stay out wickedly perfect. You're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapse on the planet deserted. That's the word like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the Swarm medical team. Lead troopers, a league of supreme. Rest your luck with sleep, go home. The biggest loser, huh? I'll have the last lap like the last comic standing. Make it the band play as you walk up stage.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And folks, you can feel the fierceness, the intensity of this series setting the tone prior to Game 3. Tonight, it'll be the West All-Stars up against the East All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. A few moments here before we start the game, let's talk shooting guards. Kenny, some have said the talent at that position is the weakest it's been in some time. Which young shooting guards do you think are poised to fill that void?
Well, James Harden's already there. You know, we're talking about Kobe and D Wade's departure as the top guys, so to speak. Klay Thompson.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. And so here are the West All-Stars. A look at the starting group for the East All-Stars. Lowry out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Paul George. And it's Anthony in at the power forward. Now here's George to the right side. Lowry with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Lowry gets it to go.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Lowry against Curry. They double team Curry. Here's Westbrook. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here is Lowry. Outside Anthony. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Wade against Leonard. The shot by Wade, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Outside for Curry. The feed to Durant. Another shot. They get it again. Westbrook passes to Durant. They set the screen. Curry wide open. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Outside Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. And George kicks to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. And that one hits back iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position. You could see the frustration on his face.
And there's the call on James. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Durant, no good.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Quick hands on the steal and then just bad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Anthony. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
That's 2 unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
And one thing you can't do is string together those kinds of possessions. It can snowball in a hurry.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. For 3, Westbrook can't get it to go. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Here's Lowry. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. From past the arc. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Kobe. That's 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters. But if they even approximate that, watch out.
So for the West, Marcus Aldridge has checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Draymond Green comes in for Bryant. And it's Paul in for Curry. The East also changing it up. Chris Bosh has checked in for Anthony. DeRozan comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Westbrook. 7 points in the game. Aldridge misses.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Outside Thomas. From the top of the key. Buries the jump shot.
How sweet was that? Thomas has terrific form.
Thomas against Paul. They get a bet. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. Thomas kicks to Bosh. Right side to Rosen. Pulls up. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Durant. And then for the East, Andre Drummond comes in for James. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Paul George. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. It's good from the top of the key. Westbrook's got 9 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Hall. Can't get the heave to fall.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt the buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. So for the West, Davis comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Klay Thompson in for Russell Westbrook. And then for the East, Paul Millsap's checked in for Bosh. And it's John Wall in for Isaiah Thomas.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily. .107 left to play in the first quarter. That's a 2 from Butler. That one wide left. You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over him. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Green. Fade away. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
The kick outside to Butler. Great D that time from Green.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 7-point differential. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Wall with the drive. And Davis sends it back. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
Wall, and Davis sends it back. And so the first quarter is in the books. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. Looking here, guys, at what we've seen so far from the West All-Stars, what do you think? They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounding. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for them, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the West All-Stars, Anthony Davis is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Chris Paul. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Harden in its small forward. And the heave doesn't get to the rim.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Anthony's checked in for the East. Isaiah Thomas comes in for John Wall. Now here's Paul. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Thomas. Great D that time from Davis.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Here's Anthony. James Harden picking up that last basket. Outside Anthony, and Anthony gets double teamed. And the West All-Stars have possession. Here's Wade.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
George is checked in for Paul Millsap. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Now for the West. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Davis. Aldridge comes in for James Harden. Kobe's checked in for Thompson. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Chris Paul. The East also changing it up. James checked in for Bosh. And John Wall subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Now Wall. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from James. James has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Leonard, that's for 2. And it's Leonard again missing. Leonard's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's James. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. 8 points for LeBron.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
LeBron's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Leonard draws the double. Green dishes to Cousins. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
From the baseline. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Anthony kicks to LeBron. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. They've held a 12-point lead early. Kobe, that's for 2. That one's off. Still out of sync.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. So for the West, Durant's checked in for Cousins. Westbrook comes in for Kobe. And Steph Curry subbed in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And then for the East, Butler comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Kyle Lowry in for John Wall. Good. Green's got his second basket. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Leonard with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. They get the rebound. Kicks to Leonard. Back to Green. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. The drive by LeBron. The shot is off. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Here's Westbrook, and the rejection by James. Leonard with no one around, and it's off from three-point range. And they double up James. Outside, George. James in the post. He's covered by Leonard. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from LeBron. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Rebound by Butler.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And so here are the West All-Stars. And good on the basket. Book it.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now the East All-Stars with it. They're on a 14-6 run. The drive by LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 12 points for LeBron.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
They double-team Curry. And Leonard gets it to go.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
It's a close game here in Toronto. Lowry kicks to George. He's looking for James and finds him. Good D by Westbrook. And here's the West with the ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Green. Harden comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Paul in for Curry. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They trail by 6. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Drummond working against Durant. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist from DeRozan.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
Outside Thomas, a 3-ball. The shot no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. West All-Stars out in front. They lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny. It was all Russell Westbrook points and 1 rebound. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. They've got Paul George. LeBron James is out there with Anthony. Then there's Lowry. And it's Wade in at the 2.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
From 11 feet away, nice touch on the bank shot. Wade's got 4 this quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Wade. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. On its way from Curry for 2, and the shot falls short this time. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it.
Blocking foul called on Kevin Durant. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Timeout East.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
And they've gotten good looks, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the East. Ball comes in for Kyle Lowry. Leonard against Anthony, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul.
Off the inbound pass, and Anthony gets it to go.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Durant. Aldridge comes in for Kobe. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Thompson in for Steph Curry. Paul for 3. Count the bucket.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul.
Well, they're still early in the quarter, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. To Butler. Leonard with the steal. And here they come. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Aldridge. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Wall.
Oh! And that's a pull something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
D-Wade playing well. He's got 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
He doesn't get the second one. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And the rejection by LeBron. And here they come. Here's Anthony. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's now 6 points for Carmelo Anthony. And they've had a tough time, Clark, scoring in the half court.
Yeah, transition buckets have really saved them, really. You know, when you look at it, that's been their remedy.
Yeah, but also credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense.
West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. Green, he's checked in for the West. The East also changing it up. Andre Drummond's checked in for LeBron. Millsap comes in for Anthony. And it's DeRozan in for Dwayne Wade.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And that sends Draymond Green to the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Anthony Davis is checked in for Cousins. And it's Harden in for Thompson. Chris Bosh is checked in for the East. Thomas comes in for John Wall. Offensive rebound. And Davis sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Here's Green. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Green's got 4 points in the quarter. Green's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Thomas, good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Now here's Millsap. Following the miss by Draymond Green. Here's DeRozan. And it falls over the rim and in. DeRozan's got the lead up to 2 now for the East All-Stars.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Harden against Millsap. Here's Davis. They grab their own miss. The East with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And DeRozan throws it down.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Outside Thomas. On up the court. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Kevin Durant's checked in for Aldridge. Kobe comes in for Green. Russell Westbrook in for James Harden. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Paul. And then for the East, Paul George, he's checked in for Millsap. And it's Kyle Lowry in for DeMar DeRozan. Outside Durant. Soft touch off the glass. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Thomas against Curry. Thomas passes to George. Feeds to Drummond. Fires for 3. Shot is off. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the... Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. And it's the West All-Stars ball. Durant is out there with Kobe. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Curry in at the point. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now. And then George with the jam.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
And it's Lowry penetrating, somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Now here's Wade following the shot by Kevin Durant, and the shot is good.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
Good defensive instincts on display there.
Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 10 points for Steph Curry.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Millsap. And the rejection by Leonard. James dishes to Millsap. Outside Bryant, trying his luck deep. And it's the East with the rebound. LeBron's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Anthony's checked in for the East. Wade kicks to Wall. Back to Wade. Releases from 15. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Curry. Thompson against Wade. Here's Bryant. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got rebound number 9 now.
Whoa! Woo. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? Wall passes to Wade. James outside. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in, and the East All-Stars also making a switch. George is checked in. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. LeBron drives in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
D. Wade with an excellent pass there.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Thompson with it. Wade picks him up. Bryant dishes to Aldridge, and they immediately answer back with a dunk at the other end.
Always fun to watch Kobe setting other people up.
James, left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, everybody seems to be sleepwalking out there on defense, and it's been that way, guys, ever since they came out of the halftime locker room.
Outside, Kobe. That's tipped. It's stolen by Wall. Anthony down low, working on Bryant. Here's James. Another miss by LeBron. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or two, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
That is good. James has got 6 in the quarter.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're losing by 13. 124 left in the fourth. So the West ends up going with the new group. It's stolen by Wade. James right side. The drive by Wade takes it from 10. Another miss by James. From deep, Green. East grabs the miss.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhale right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the East.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the East All-Stars.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for LeBron James. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. And I'd say that's it, guys. They're not coming back in this one.
Nope, no chance. Not gonna happen. That chance has long since passed of them getting back into this one. Forget about it.
And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
To the inside, the drive by Green, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
Tipped away, but they get it back. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the LeBron James. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He was doing some serious battling with the bigs down low. He's not afraid to go hard to the rack wherever he had the chance. He doesn't care about their size. He's going in there, and he's going in there often. I think he caught him off guard with that aggressive behavior.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
So here are the West All-Stars, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the East All-Stars, Lowry out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Anthony. And it's James in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Durant sends it back. And here's the fast break. And finished off by Westbrook.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Not a fast start here for the East All-Stars. It's a 5-point game. Outside Curry. Excellent D from Wade. On defense, the West All-Stars. Here's LeBron. Another miss by James.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
It's stolen by Lowry, and they're moving it up. Poked away. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Westbrook passes to Leonard. Outside Durant. Second chance shot, and Leonard with the lay-in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. T-Wade on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Anthony kicks to George. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The throw good, Paul George. Here's Westbrook. And Anthony sends it back. And here comes the break. Here's Wade. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Feeds to Leonard. Boliner inside. The West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shooting for the West All-Stars.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
At the line for 2.
Leonard hits them both.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
And George, here we go. Outside Anthony. George dishes to James. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Wade with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
And George with the stuff.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Kobe, and it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Drummond's checked in for the East. And here are the East All-Stars now, trailing by 2. Wade drives in the corner. George with it. Leonard with the steal. And they're running. Here's Kobe. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
Here's Curry. After the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The West making some changes. Cousins comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's Green in for Kobe. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the East.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Westbrook throws it down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
The West making some changes. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Leonard. Thompson comes in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Paul in for Curry. And then for the East All-Stars, Chris Bosh is checked in for Anthony. Jimmy Butler comes in for George. And Thomas subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
1:56 left in the first. And the basket by Thomas.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Shot is no good. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for them, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Two players in now for the East. .122 left to play here in the first. Wall attacking. Dishes it to Carmelo. Here's Millsap. And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Davis is checked in for the West.
Anthony Davis.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. 1:12 left in the first. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. And yes, sir, that one drops.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Anthony, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. The East All-Stars shooting their second and third free throws tonight. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Harden's checked in, so Anthony nails both of them. kicks to Davis, and he bangs it home with one hand.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Now here's Wall, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Harden's shot is good.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding. Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. The East All-Stars shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight.
John Wall. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Here's Paul. Launches it. They get the rebound. Davis. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. West All-Stars out in front, up by 16. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. Looking here, guys, at what we've seen so far from the West All-Stars. What do you think?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's Bryant in at the 3 slot. So that's his on the floor for the West All-Stars. And it's sent back by Bosch. They recover it. Leonard kicks to Harden. The shot by Paul. Nobody around. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
And the rejection by Leonard.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Thomas passes to Drummond, and Durant sends it back. Harden has a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 5 now.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
And he gets it to go.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Durant. Draymond Green comes in for Kobe. Russell Westbrook's checked in for James Harden. And Steph Curry subbed in for Paul. LeBron dishes the Wall, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And George kicks to Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
It's Westbrook with the drive and the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
Oh, man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Outside Curry. Fires from deep.
He's yet to make an impact from the field, but his team is taking care of business.
Here's Wall. Westbrook with the nice D there.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
The dive for the ball, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Well, they have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen thus far, I wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. The shot by George, no good. And here's the West with the ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the West. They double-team Curry. From deep. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Anthony. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Thompson outside from downtown. Offensive rebound. And Cousins kicks to Aldridge. On its way from Curry for 2. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every rebound.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top.
And they need a timeout,
Spacing.
Kevin. They haven't been boxing
Spacing.
out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And then for the East, Wade, he's checked in for George. And it's DeRozan in for Carmelo Anthony. Wall passes to LeBron. Here's DeRozan. No good from outside.
You have to be willing to pass in those situations. That was a low percentage shot.
That's his first personal foul.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Got that bucket in no time at all. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
West All-Stars shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And Cousins drops them both. And here are the East All-Stars now. And Wall. Here we go now. And they get it. 1:58 left here in the second. Thompson misses.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Here's Wade, and he dunks it down.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Thompson with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. The dish to Cousins. Pass to Curry. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for Steph Curry. 1:30 left in the first half. Curry's gone 2 of 6 from long range. Curry against Millsap. It's stolen by Davis. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break. Curry's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
It's LeBron with the drive. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 12.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
A baseline J, and that one's good. Millsap. 43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Davis drives in, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And here are the East All-Stars now. Wall wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. He has 5.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
And Bryant gets it to go.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the West All-Stars running away with this one. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Good quarter for Curry. He has 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
On the court right now for the East All-Stars, they've got Lowry. Paul George is out there with Anthony. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Wade in at the shooting guard. The West All-Stars with the ball. Westbrook with a wide-open look, but he gets it back. Second shot opportunity, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
The West All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Westbrook makes them both. Now here's Lowry. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game. And the West All-Stars have possession. Westbrook drives in, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Here's Lowry, and Durant sends it back. And he gets it to go. And it's 9 points for Dwayne Wade.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
They get it again. Here's Leonard. LeBron with the block. And he's able to get it back. And the shot is good. 6 points for Leonard.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Lowry kicks to Anthony. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. So we'll see Russell Westbrook go to the line here. That's on LeBron James. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Kobe. Well, free throw off from Westbrook. Here's Wade. No good off the front iron. Balanced scoring clock for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Timeout called East All-Stars.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the West. Anthony Davis comes in for Russell Westbrook. Paul Millsap is checked in for the East. Wall comes in for Dwayne Wade. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Anthony dishes to Lowry. Kept alive.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the three as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
Here are the East All-Stars. And stolen by Aldridge. Outside Leonard. He feeds it to Curry. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 16 points for Steph Curry.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Curry with the steal. And here's the break. Three-pointer. That's good.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Lowry. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Curry with the 3. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. Millsap misses.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. And maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
You're about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Aldridge. Draymond Green comes in for Kawhi Leonard. James Harden, he's checked in for Thompson. And Paul subbed in for Curry. And Cousins throws it down.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that. But I will say, it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
Bosch against Paul. Here's Drummond. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Drummond's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Harden, that's good.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
And it's sent back by Drummond. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
Western All-Stars ball.
We've got 1:13 left in the third. He took the opportunity when he saw it. And it's 13 points for James Harden.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Butler. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Butler's got his first 2 points. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Thomas passes to Butler. It's Drummond with the drive. Fires from the corner. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
The East All-Stars on offense. Here's Butler. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Cousins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Green with the jam.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the West All-Stars running up. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And so here are the West All-Stars. Kobe is out there with Green. And it's Durant. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now. Wade with no one around. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Westbrook kicks to Paul. And it's Paul George with the foul.
Paul George. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Paul. Passes it to Durant. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. You don't want your best shooter heaving up that shot.
Exactly. Even the top 3-point specialists in the league would probably catch heat for taking that shot.
Kobe kicks to Westbrook. No good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. To the inside. Wade. No good. Great D that time from Durant. Ryan in the post. Working on James. Durant wide open. He fires. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. 8 points for Kevin Durant.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Green kicks to Westbrook. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
That's good.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
That doesn't go either for Durant.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily...
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Again, the miss by Lowry. And here's Kobe from the arc, and it's Wade with the rebound.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
And the West All-Stars with possession. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Westbrook with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Millsaps against Durant, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Lowry drives in, and it's Lowry again missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And Bryant kicks to Paul. For 3, Westbrook. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Westbrook's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Green. Leonard comes in for Bryant. And it's Klay Thompson in for Chris Paul. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one. That's a 2 from Butler. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Thompson. And the layup falls.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the West All-Stars.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Westbrook. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kevin Durant. Butler from outside. The fadeaway, and that's going to be a treble.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
Curry's checked in for the West. 1:03 left in the game. For 3, and he gets the bucket.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And Thomas, here we go. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Kicks it to Thompson. There's the 3. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. And now here comes Bosh leading the break. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Curry dishes to Aldridge. Just his first attempt. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for the West Alton.
He's off on the first.
At the line for two.
And he sinks the second. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Too little, too late. They may as well just let the clock run and save their energy for another day.
Clark, sometimes frustration just shows through in a game like this, and I think that's what we're seeing right now.
Leonard with the steal. Aldridge drives in, and it's off the back rim. No good. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire, and it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
Well, folks,
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation. Russell Westbrook. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the street. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the...
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bill, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you so, but still so down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been with the sauce. Chef Curry with the pop, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or try the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got 40 in the studio every.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Irving at the 1. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
On defense, Cleveland. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game. The 3 from LeBron. The shot will not go. Good D by Thompson. Outside Curry. They get the rebound. A second chance effort. That's good.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Thompson outside. Pass to Barnes. And Irving comes to help. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Green. Thompson with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
That's good.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Green, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Launches a 3. James, no good.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. It's Curry outside. There's the bucket. Good. Curry's got 6.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
On our old partner, Steve Kerr, also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars in Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, I look like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Spates checked in for Golden State.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their captain. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
And a wide open look for Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And it's all knotted up.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And that one's good, Barnes.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Shumpert against Thompson. Smith for 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And remember Klay Thompson's father.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And Clark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And, you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
Some changes for Golden State. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Green. Rush comes in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. Then for the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And the basket by Curry.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And good on the basket. Book it. Smith's got 5.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And the rejection by Love. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And the Warriors with some changes. Ezeli comes in for Maurice States. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Barbosa dishes to Rush. Clock at 4. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
Outside jumper. To the middle. It's tipped. And now running up the court, Barbosa.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here's Rush, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Cleveland gets called for the foul. The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22 and 19 away from home. That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Dellavedova kicks to Shumpert. J.R. Smith on the wing from downtown. And it's Smith again missing. Here's Barbosa, just 3 on the clock, and he sinks the layup.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 12. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season. Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him. Nothing rattles him.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Boy, have they come out strong. Just some tremendous offense.
Guys fully in control and stroking it well.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Irving, and it's LeBron in at the 3 spot.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. it might be time to get inside of that arc.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Curry, good.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
The Cavaliers trail by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Irving kicks to Dellavedova. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. Nothing brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Mozgov. Jefferson comes in for Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Matthew Dellavedova. Irving against Thompson. James outside. Shoots it up. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor. Clark, he cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship caliber superstar.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Irving against Thompson. Jefferson setting the pick for Irving. And another miss by Cleveland.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
To stop the run. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, it says even more about LeBron that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The Warriors making a switch here. Bogut's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. J.R. Smith's checked in for Jefferson. The shot's good from Irving. Warriors leading by 16. Curry passes to Green. And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. Some changes for Golden State. Brandon Rush, who's checked in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson.
First personal foul, teams first. Checking in for your Warriors.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Barbosa kicks to Green. Here's Curry. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Here's Rush, guarded by Shumpert. Feeds it to LeBron. And here's Fry for three. Good, and the assist goes to James. Fry's got 5.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Irving against Barbosa. Irving kicks to LeBron. And Brandon Rush gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Love comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Love. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Love's got his first basket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Back to Smith. Takes the three. And it's Smith again missing.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
The shot by Curry, no good.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part, Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing the rim out.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
.12 seconds left to play here in the half. In the corner, Rush with it. Inside. Great D that time from Love.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense.
And so we wrap up the first.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 20. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the 3. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Warriors leading by 14. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. They double team Curry. Shumpert with some nice D. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Mozgov comes in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Barnes against Smith. Fires from the wing. And it's good off the back rim and in. Smith's got 7 points.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
Warriors leading by 12. Curry attacking. Here's Bogut. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's now 6 points for Bogut. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut.
Your Warriors, Maurice Spates.
LeBron against Thompson. Now here's Mozgov. He's covered closely. He dishes it to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Green, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Smith dishes to LeBron. Puts one up from 19. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Spates. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Smith on the wing. Back to LeBron. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. The shot by Curry, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 15. From deep. Smith, no luck. Golden State's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Stolen by Thompson. Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break bucket. And the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
And the Warriors with some changes. Festus Ezeli comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Love's checked in. Here's James. Again, James missing.
Well, he used his body well to lean around the defender. It's always going to be difficult to convert that shot, though.
Curry kicks to Ezeli. The dish now to Green. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
From 12 feet out. And it's Dellavedova missing.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Now Cleveland moving it up. Mozgov's shot is off.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Some changes for Golden State. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Green. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And then for Cleveland, Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
Arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. And it's Barbosa again missing. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Pass to Shumpert. Back to Love. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Love's got 7 points.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rip. Barely missed those.
Shoots. Irving's shot is good. He's got 13. Here is Livingston. And Barbosa has it in the corner. 2 on the clock. And he lays it up and in. And the Warriors lead by 17.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Andrew Bogut.
Here's Iguodala, and the release was before the buzzer. But it's and as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 17. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Warriors leading by 17. On the court for Cleveland. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Channing Frye out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Brandon Rush. Love's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Shumpert. Irving against Thompson. Takes a 3. But they'll get another chance. Green kicks to Thompson. And a wide open look for Iguodala. That 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
If you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Dellavedova, the pass to Love. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Thompson dishes to Varejao. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges. But that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
Well, Greg, you're talking about Varejao. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and you know, I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. That hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body. I don't know if he's necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
And here they go. And it's blocked. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. It's good from long range. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for Channing Frye. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Jefferson subbed in for Irving.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
And for Iguodala, some have said he's unselfish part to a fault.
Yeah, and you know, a great athlete and ball handler, I think he could be much more aggressive looking to attack off the dribble. He's really unique, though, a player who puts his emphasis on the defensive end and does a really good job at that end of the floor.
Jefferson kicks to Smith. Outside Jefferson. Smith right side. Stolen by Varejao. Open shot, Thompson, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. 17 points for Klay Thompson.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Offensive rebound. Mozgov passes to Shumpert. And that one's on target from the wing.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Smith. Oh, he jams it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Andrew Bogut checked in for Varejao. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And then for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson comes in for James. And Kevin Love has subbed in for Smith. Outside Curry. And there's Green on the assist by Curry. And that's now 9 points for Draymond Green. Well, for J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers. And as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Jefferson, that's good.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
It's Curry with the drive. The shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 19. And Shuffer kicks to Thompson. Pulls up on the wing. And the shot falls short this time.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. You're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball. And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 22. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Mozgov. LeBron comes in for Thompson. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jefferson. Love against Barnes. Love dishes to Dellavedova. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Really left alone that time. And 12 points for Smith. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark, an all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC, no contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Stephen Curry. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Different look here for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Green. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. LeBron outside. And he's finally able to knock one down. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Cleveland with the ball. Takes a shot at the elbow. Again, the Cavaliers score. Timeout called the Warriors. They're in front by 20. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. On its way from Curry for two. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Cleveland ball.
And here's Cleveland. LeBron kicks to Mozgov, and the layup's good off the glass.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And going out of bounds, last touch by Barnes.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Near the three-point line, it's Love, and he overshot that one, missing. Here's Curry. Good D by Love.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
Kevin, I'm here with Andre.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Stephen Curry. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was... And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal,
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida cantar. Nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas vai pensar que só face tudo que eu pedisse, só você que me desse. Aí pensando Deus se esse quatro falasse. Mas que pena, já era. Não deixo mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá.
Eu ouço a voz dela através de alô. Se passou pela favela é porque alguém me falou. Então já que me deixou por aqui, aprendi a viver um...
in the game got Kimo Sabi, the horse is a big G boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Nick Khalil.